bad can happen to you on an old farmhouse with peeling white paint. It's just, and it like, I guess this is the thing that I guess affects me most with spirituality, just the fact that God loves me the way I am, and that God sees me as a beloved child, and that's it's such a profound statement, and it really it's hard to accept a lot of the times, but that's kind of I don't know. I guess that'd be the focus of my spiritual life is trying to recognize that God sees me completely differently than from how I see myself.
Yeah. So the picture frames are as important as that. I mean, the pictures.
Yeah.
In the frame, the sense that somebody's seeing.
Yeah.
Any significance to the dates, and any thoughts on how she died?
In my head, she died in a car wreck, and
the dog was with her in the car.
Yeah. I guess I wanted the portrayal of God, the woman, to be about the age that Joe's mother would be for that dynamic, and I wanted this woman to be in her late 50s. And so then I kind of did some backtracking and was like, well, she'd have to die early, and I kind of imagined her dying in a car wreck. She didn't know that she was dead, and so I figured that her memory would have been pretty knocked back a little bit, and so she wouldn't have had it. And there was a little bit longer before I had to go back and make cuts to my 900,000 word story where she said, where is it? I had to be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure where I am or what I'm doing here. And she had gone to say, last I remember, I was in a city, and it was a little more about that. But then I just kind of went and thought, well, she got baptized about age 7, and found a Sunday in June, and June 13th is when I started writing it. So I guess that was last Sunday. But yeah, the ages, I just wanted them to kind of match up to where God could really feel like her mother, just in age difference as well.
Well, I think it's a really great story.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
All complete. What's next?
Yeah.
What's your next story?
I don't know.
Will your next story be
On
whatever
Pecan
that
Street?
number? Will your next story be the same length? Will you stay writing in this constrained form?
Maybe. I might have to start limiting myself to maybe 1,000 words.
You have all the earlier versions. Why don't you go ahead and make the movie?
Yeah, I was gonna say this actually it played better as a movie in my head, and it was really actually a challenge getting it in words, because I can write strings of words that I really like, but it didn't seem like this was just more of a movie, and I was trying to write down what was in my head, and it wasn't as much that I was writing as I was trying to transcribe what was going on. So
Visual effects.
yeah, it would have done really well as a short.
I don't know if this is interesting. In Taiwan, when I was there, I was close to an anthropologist, and she would go to the Thursday morning. I don't remember what you called it, but there would be a regular time with a spiritual person, and they would sit around and talk to the people who had passed on. And the people who had passed on were in situation exactly as their situation was. It had the same streets and the same stores and the same houses. They just happened to be someplace else, and they would visit with them. And it just fascinated me that that was the conception of what happened.
I'll have to. I'm going to introduce a new idea. I'm sorry, but there's the Summer Film Festival, and one of the films I'm gonna suggest we watch is one called Afterlife, which is I guess, it's a Japanese movie, I know it's a Japanese movie, but it's maybe, it's a different take on what happens, but it has a lot of the stuff that's out of that timeline idea that you don't really know what's happened, but it gradually dawns on you that you're dead, and that these people are talking to you about, what's your best memory, this kind of thing. It's a really nice movie. I mean, it's very, I'm campaigning for it already, even though we haven't started talking about the summer film festival, but it would be a good one. And it would go with this story too, as this has the flavor to it that is like the way that movie works out.
I think it's interesting there are only two characters in the story. There's a suggestion, there's streets and other houses and a world she's going to have to learn to navigate. But it starts out with just her and this woman. It's an interesting way to approach it.
There's a lot of warmth and a lot of personal contact, connection.
And
It emphasizes that closeness.
and that sense of being seen that